In the latest edition of NBC News' series, Business in America, we talk to the CEO of one of the country's largest banks, Bank of America. Christine Roman shares insights from the head of the bank that's been there since the beginning.
Bank of America traces its history back to 1784. Its charter signed by John Hancock.
Small business happened to be Hancock, Adams, Revere, and people like that.
Brian Moynihan's been the bank's CEO for more than 16 years, a self-proclaimed history buff who points to the bank's importance in financing everything from the Golden Gate Bridge to Disneyland.
I've got a picture of Mickey Mouse at a Bank of America teller window in my office.
Today, Moynihan has his finger on the pulse of the American economy, whether it's at the gas pump or the checkout line. As polls show consumers are more concerned and cautious, he says spending is up 5% over last year.
What they're saying is they're very upset and they're worried about high prices, affordability. We have to watch that because if it goes from what they say versus what they do, that's a real problem for the U.S. economy.
The longer the war with Iran continues, the more stress on small businesses, consumers, and a challenge for the new chairman of the Federal Reserve.
We got to figure out inflation.
Moynihan sees families making trade-offs to balance their budget.
It's shaping up to be a more expensive summer. How are Americans handling it?
America is still spending money, which is counter to the narrative that they're pulling back. They're not. They're spending money. What they do in times of stress, and we've seen this, we tracked this data for 30, 40 years, is they'll start to shift. They'll shift away from the more expensive restaurant for that household to another restaurant. They'll shift from this grocery store, which might have a higher price point, to another grocery store.
Even making multiple trips to the gas station instead of topping the tank. Moynihan says the bank is seeing evidence of a K-shaped economy where wealthier Americans are thriving, but middle and lower income households struggle.
There's a third of our population that are losing a little ground now on price growth versus wage growth.
With unease that the rise of AI will eliminate some jobs, Moynihan has a message for business leaders. Keep hiring.
Our job as employers and I think all employers should be thinking about this, is apply AI, but do it in a way that you're making sure that you're reskilling your people, retraining your people, and using them first.
B of A just hired 2,000 new graduates and is bringing on another 2,000 paid summer interns. And Moynihan says the way people use banks is changing too.
You can do everything you want on that phone or on your computer or a different way, but people still come in. Why? They want advice about financing a home. They want advice about the kids going to college.
Bank of America's CEO pointing out technology has been changing banking in this country for the last 250 years. Christine Romans, NBC News, New York.